Good
Good.
morning, Mr. Schlegel. Nice to meet you. And I'm very pleased that we could have this interview because you are one of the smaller business people in Canada, having come from Germany. And we are very interested in how you are coping with the actual COVID-19 crisis. So how are you and your family doing?
We are like actually doing very well. We live in the live and work in the middle of nowhere, and luckily there are no COVID cases here in the area. We live in Frontenac, and we are surrounded by trees and water, and like a far away neighbor that lives like maybe a kilometer away,
Mm-hmm.
or whatever this is in yards, like 1,000 yards. so yeah, it's a pretty relaxed scenery here, and we're enjoying finally the spring here in Canada.
That sounds really beautiful and really
and
connected.
nice.
And how is COVID-19 affecting your business?
It has quite a big effect. We needed or we were forced to shut down completely our operation because I was in March traveling in Europe, and we were just able to return like before they closed all the borders in Europe, March 19th or March 20th. And then we needed to basically self-isolate us. And since mid of March, like everything is shut down because our operation Mariclaro operates from where we are living. So we have our residential home, and then we have our workshop aside here in a separate building, but it's on the same property. So due to the self-isolation, we need to shut down completely our operation. And then on the other hand, our employees, they all were basically forced to take care of their family members, of their children. So because schools were shut down, and yeah.
And how many employees were that?
So we are like five people in total. It fluctuates. We are 5 to 7 people, but at the time we were at the time like 5 people, and the good thing is that we could afford to shut down our operation to the flexibility of our work environment, but also due to the support of the Canadian government.
And how did that work out? What support did you get from the government? Well,
our employees they received the EI and SOAP benefits, or like one or the other, no. And I also received because I'm self-employed, I also received the SOAP benefits, like for the time taken care. And since this month, like we slowly getting back into the production mode. So 2 of like the employees, or 3 actually, we set it up home studios, so they have their full-time work environment now at home. So basically, we transported and moved like the equipment that is required for continuation of the production, and like those people right now, like 3 of the employees are back to work full time, which is nice.
And what item in your collection is at the moment the one that is most in demand, and what's your favorite item?
Oh, well, we have a couple. I don't know, like, did we even talk about what we are doing?
No, but it will be in the presentation before, and they
will.
But please, please let us know what you're doing.
Well, I'm not like I'm not working because I still take care of my kids. I dedicate a little bit of my time to creating new designs and looking through my stash of vintage automotive materials. So we received a lot of our materials from Europe, and it is quite a process to you need to archive. Well, you receive the material, but then you need to archive it, and archive in the sense, so you need to know where it originated from what car. So I was finally able to do some of like the organizational like work and archiving all the materials. So I found some interesting like old like 60s Mercedes material, which will be really nice to turn into some pieces. Yeah, and then we also, what I'm excited about right now, it's a new collection. We, before the COVID crisis, we started a collaboration with a large scale furniture factory, Keilhauer in Toronto, and they are basically giving us all their offcuts of material. It's a high quality upholstery materials, and then we combine it with the leather offcuts that they also give away.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we are creating like a new, or we have created a new collection, which is very colorful, and yeah, and this is our 2020.
And you also uphold the good German value of recycling materials.
Yeah, I mean that's how our business started as a recycling project. I did my PhD in geography in Mexico, and during the time of writing my thesis, obviously I was bored and was looking for distraction. So we started a recycling project. Well, I started a recycling project in Mexico. We made some items out of old election banners. So, and 10 years later, it evolved in a little design label here in Canada, and now we are like, as I said, like 5 to 7 people.
Yeah, and you're really flourishing.
Yeah.
What do you think where will you be at the end of the year? Would you be back to normal? Would you have invented 15 new projects because you got time to think, and other things are coming up during the crisis? Where will you be?
I am. It's quite interesting. A lot of our business is it's based on fairs and on exhibition, on trade fairs. So who knows how this will develop till the end of the year. I believe the situation will calm down, but I'm not betting on it. Let's say it like this. For right now, well, I also like what the interesting part is of the COVID crisis. It shows the urgent need of flexibility in your operational business, and we operated in the first like 4 years. We operated in Toronto, and then we decided to move our operation into the countryside for basically the reason of reducing your overhead production cost and like the flexibility of the operation of the business. And this paid out like, what is now 2020? So yeah, okay, so this was already 7 years ago. So this paid out 7 years ago, and it pays out again right now, because we are actually like quite flexible in this sense. So we can sustain ourselves with even the reduction of sales, but we also are able to jam up production as we want.
Mm-hmm.
The most important thing is basically to keep our employees happy, and we are also able to do so. I mean, due to as I mentioned in the beginning, due to the flexibility of our work environment, so we could like install the home office, but also like the support of the Canadian government. So they bridged basically the extreme times of the crisis with the subsidies, and right now, or with the SOAP program, and right now due to the flexibility of our operation, we basically can operate again.
That
So,
sounds like a very neat plan for the future, I have to say. Do you also have a very neat plan for tonight, for the immediate future? Do you binge watch a series, or are you just
I watched late yesterday night something. I'm not sure what happens tonight. Yeah, I am hooked to well, obviously to Netflix, to a series, The Medici's right now.
Mm-hmm. So
So
you learned something about former times.
yes, the 14th, 15th century.
They were also very good business people, as far as I know. So there you go.
Yes, and they had to adapt to multiple crises all the time. So yeah, maybe it might be a continuation of the Netflix show tonight with some wine.
Okay. And what would be your final word? What would you wish for Canada in the next month or two?
Well, I hope everybody is coping in a positive way, or is doing good with. I mean, is coping in a good way with this crisis, no, and learns like takes something with it, and due to all the you have like the tragic moments that come with it, but also I think there's a lot of like a lot of chances that come with it, and adaptation to the good, and to a better I don't know, it sounds like to a better world, but also like to a better environment.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.